Welcome! Today I'll be making my basic no-knead white bread recipe. This recipe can also be half whole wheat and half white flour. Just make sure to add extra water if needed. I'll be adding cinnamon, raisins, and some chia seeds, but you can add anything you like, or of course, nothing at all. I always bloom the yeast before I make any bread. That way I know that the yeast is not too old and is alive and active, ready to make some amazing bread. But if you don't want to proof the yeast, just dump your flour, water, sugar, salt, and yeast into the bowl and mix according to my directions, which can be found in my video description. I'm going to sift my flour, but it's not necessary for this recipe, so you can skip this step if you like. In order to keep my measurements on track, I scoop my flour into the measuring cup instead of dipping the cup into the flour bag. Otherwise, the flour can get too compacted and the measurements can be off. I'm going to hold off on adding my extra ingredients until after the first dough rise. Combining the ingredients until I have a shaggy, wet lump of dough. I'm going to cover and let the dough rise for 1 to 2 hours. The dough has doubled in size, so I will press out the air bubbles and flatten the dough so I can add my extra ingredients. If you're not adding any extra ingredients, you would still do this process of flattening and folding the dough. I don't like a lot of cinnamon in my bread, but I do like a lot of raisins. My absolute favorite way to eat raisin bread is toasted. Now I'm going to fold the dough over approximately 10 times and shape it for the pan. After your bread has risen for 30 minutes, if you're using a Dutch oven, you're going to bake it for 30 minutes with the lid on, and then uncover it for 15 minutes with the lid off. As always, my recipes can be found in my video description. I had some extra chia seeds, so I sprinkled those on top. Other seeds like sesame, pumpkin, or flax seeds are great too. Time for the dough to rest and rise for 30 minutes. Once your bread is done baking, let it cool for between 15 and 30 minutes. I really hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I do.